guys, it's coffee time. Hi. Do you want to be on the chair? You could kind of see her face. Wanna hang out? Wanna come hang out? So it turns out that I'm a big dummy. Somebody wrote me a note saying, hey, you realize that that box you took a picture of says marzipan on it, right? It's not chocolate. And I was like, what? So I went and looked back at the box. Turns out, yes, it's marzipan, not chocolate, that Watson ate. So she's perfectly fine. I was very concerned, but she seems to be in complete working order now, so that's good. She hasn't shown any signs of weakness or sickness, so I guess marzipan is perfectly okay. I actually don't know what marzipan is made out of. Let's look it up. Googling with Dodger. What's in marzipan? Primarily sugar. Sugar and almond meal. Sugar or honey and almond meal. Interesting. So yeah, she's fine. No chocolate to be found. Good, excellent. Although, I know that at least a couple of those have liqueur in them, so that was another concern, was like, is my cat gonna be stumbling around drunk? That's good. Gonna feel real bad about that. But fortunately, it's all in a place that she cannot get to anymore, so I'm not concerned about it anymore. Also, we just got done with our first craft stream. Yes! It went pretty well, I thought. The biggest complaint or critique was that I didn't talk very much, which is true. I got into the zone. It was like, I did a bleach project, where basically like if you have a design that you want to put on a shirt or fabric or of any kind, you can just paint it on with bleach. So I was like, let's pick a design, and we picked a design, and then we painted it on there. I have no idea how it's going to look after it's been washed. Right now it's in the sun, it's like curing, but tomorrow we're gonna look at the final product and talk about it and all that, and then work on a new project, or maybe do more of the same. I don't know, I haven't quite decided yet. But it was fun. I thought that it went well. A lot of people said it was really relaxing and nice, so that's good. I'm really excited about that. I'm still wearing my Gildan shirt. I kept being like, just like itching my armpits real hard, like a super lady. Like, I can't help it if it's super hot in here. Apparently the AC guy is gonna be here tomorrow. So that'll be nice. He's gonna show up and be like, what's going on with your AC? And I'm gonna say, oh, let me tell you what's going on. It won't move past 80 degrees. Please fix it. Thank you very much. Today when we walked to Walgreens, because all of my craft supplies are still at the old place. That's right. There's still plenty of stuff that's still there. Actually, it's mostly just my craft supplies and my prints, like all my framed stuff is still there. But anyway, so I realized that I didn't have any paintbrushes, I didn't have any chalk, there were so many things I didn't have. So we went to Walgreens, and while we were there, I asked the lady if she had popsicles, and she got so confused. She was like, you mean ice cream? And I said, well, popsicles, yeah, popsicles. She goes, like, ice cream popsicles? I was like, anything like that. Where is that? Where is that stuff? And then, oh, very loud plane. I'm assuming you can hear that. Sounds like it's pretty low in the sky, my goodness. Anywho, so we found a box of normal popsicles, right? And brought them up to the front desk, and she was like, oh, wow, I did not know we had these. And I was like, really? You didn't know that you had just basic run-of-the-mill popsicles? That seems strange to me. I actually expected them to have, you know how sometimes when it's really hot they have the little freezer that's next to where you check out, where you can just get little like popsicles and things. I expected that to be there. It was not. We had to go all the way to the back, all the way in the back corner of the Walgreens in order to get our popsicles. I know, it's such a trial, such a hardship, but they tasted delicious. I've been a popsicle fiend lately because it's been warm. And now I want a popsicle. I'm gonna eat a popsicle once we're done chatting. Also, can we just talk about, hold on. Yeah, I'm gonna This is not as easy as it is when it's the webcam, but look. Can you see? Yeah. Look at those marzipan piggies. That's what's going on the marzipan page. Is just piggies, just marzipan piggies. Normal, perfectly normal. I was like, what's... That's not marzipan, but it is. I guess you can do a lot of molding with marzipan. Do people make cool stuff out of marzipan? Images. Oh yeah, people just mold anything out of marzipan. Wow, I had no idea. There's like people and fruit and babies. People make like a lot of these are babies. There's a lot of marzipan babies on here. This is weird. I'm done. I'm done with it. I'm really over marzipan now. Wish I had never bought it. But I am delighted to know that my cat did not eat a bunch of chocolate. Just to go full circle back to the very first thing that I talked about. It's delightful to know that. Let's see. What else is going on today? Speaking of the old place, I was going to go back there today in order to get the rest of the stuff, or at least start working on getting the rest of the stuff, and Sam was like, don't worry about it, we'll just go on the weekend, because I wouldn't be able to do very much there anyway, since the electricity's turned off, so the second it would start to get dark, it would just be pitch black in there, and then I'd be screwed. There would be no point to my being there. So we figured, you know, let's not worry about it. Just go on Saturday. Just get it all done. So that's the plan for Saturday. Yay! It will be nice to get all that stuff out of there because my landlady has been like, hey, when can I start having people walk through? And I'm like, not now. Definitely not now. Nope. That's not a thing at all. Oh, also Sam broke our fridge. I forgot to tell you about that. Not the actual fridge part, but he broke the handle of the fridge. And so we're trying to figure out how to fix that. I'm wondering if like E6000 could fix it. Probably, right? A lot of people are saying that I need to detach the whole thing and then E6000 it and then reattach it to the fridge. But that seems like a lot of work. I feel like, look, I feel like I could just E6000 it right where it is. There's a picture on Instagram. If you would like to see it, if you would like to see the tragedy that happened today. Oh, that's right, we also filmed Sort This. Filmed some more Sort Thises, and I was delighted because one of them, we're trying to make it so that every Sort This, the category is suggested by somebody in the comment section. And so one of them turned out to be my wheelhouse. I was very excited. And Neil hated it. Hated every minute of it. So if you like Sort This, look forward to the episode where I am delighted and Neil is so angry. Just so upset in his heart and his soul. It was very fun. It was a delightful day. Ooh, somebody made dragons. Somebody made dragons out of marzipan. Wow. I guess if you're talented, you know, you can make anything, really. I don't understand why so many of these are fruit, though. Like fruit and vegetables. A lot of people are making fruit and vegetables out of marzipan. I'm trying to decide what we should have for dinner. Sam said he doesn't care. Man, but guys, oh, let me tell you about this! A food thing. Are you ready for a food thing? So, I made a thing that is delicious. A while back I tweeted saying that I was confused because, okay, so basically I was looking for the elements of a recipe and one of the things that it asked for was broccoli slaw. And I went on Twitter and I said, broccoli slaw, what is that? As though that's even a thing, and everybody said that it was actually fairly common and I was a dummy. So I wound up with another recipe that used it. And I decided, you know what, this time I'm actually gonna... The last recipe I didn't wind up making at all because there were like 3 or 4 different ingredients that were not at my grocery store. So I said, you know what, okay, alright, I'm gonna do this other thing. So what it was is in a food processor, it was not roasted red pepper, sun-dried tomatoes, like a little can like this of sun-dried tomatoes, and then salt, pepper, oregano, garlic powder. What was this last one? Basil, like dried basil, and then coconut milk, and almonds. You put all that in there and you grind it up like a pesto, basically. You grind it all up, and then in a skillet you heat up ground beef, and once the ground beef is cooked, you add in 1 package of broccoli slaw and like heat it all up and mix it all together, and then add in however much of your sun-dried tomato mixture you need in order to like kind of coat what's in the skillet, and then the rest of the sun-dried tomato stuff you can just put in the fridge and then use later. But I've eaten that for 2 lunches in a row and it's great. Let me see. I think that I can find it again so that I can link you. Yeah, here it is. I found it so easily. Yes, I will link you guys to that. It's delicious. The one thing that you have to be aware of is that the more that you heat up the meat, the drier it's going to get. So just be cautious of that. But the flavor of the actual paste, so good. And the rest that was left I just put into the jar that I got the sun-dried tomatoes in. So it was easy peasy, and delicious and healthy. So there's that. Anywho, just wanted to tell you guys about that food because I was really jazzed about it. But I hope you guys have an amazing day, and I will talk to you again tomorrow. Bye bye.